Order, while there's a bit of a shenanigans going on in mid, it will be ㄟ dead. There is no question about that, but it's at the cost of a dragon. At least he's resetting his HP against a very high poke lane. Dive coming for the top lane though. It is against the Tahm Kench, and an early flash forced out by Maximize.
No teleports to help Max though. He's 1v4.
Yeah, and I'm not sure that he's going to get out of this one alive either. W's forward, grey health, doesn't even get popped. And a nice rotation in the end from Direwolves to ensure that they complete that kill with really no questions.
To be honest, I think your best play there is to just trim the wave, do as much as you can. He has teleport up in 3 seconds. So can get back into this fight or to have grouped up. It could be a little contest here for the blue buff. Maybe not, it may just dissipate. It's pretty unsafe to stay here for such an extended amount of time though. However, Ziggs already being mid makes up the difference here. Direwolves are favored right now.
Kevy certainly doesn't want to give up control of his blue, and it might cost Beats his life. Charging forward is Claire with the hook shot. Won't be able to connect too much here, but Beats is really in a spot of bother. Able to Spider-Man onto the wall and get to the relative safety of the top tower. But there are still 4 Direwolves players lurking. And Cupcake is going to throw a death sentence in there, which will lock Beats down long enough to at least cancel his port back to base.
Hey!
Now the turn is in though. Beats, he's fired one back in the direction of Cupcake. Nice devour from Maximize. Keeps him safe and alive.
Grouped up at the current moment. No teleport for both top laners. So we're looking at a 4v4, possibly to happen here around the dragon in 30 seconds. ㄟ caught again.
Yeah, those chains going right on top of him. The bomb lands, but doesn't do a huge amount of damage, and ㄟ still surviving courtesy of the heal. Not long enough, unfortunately. Lamb's Respite, very useful for Direwolves and ensures that all 5 members remain comfortable and alive. Beats is in no man's land. And Beats certainly not having the success on the Nautilus that he was on the Leona, at least in terms of the roams, right? He's just not having that impact on the game, unfortunately. And it can be a pretty rough feeling sometimes when you are a Nautilus and you start to fall behind, because he does feel a little bit squishy. Here is a bit of an investment onto Gunkrab, but a satchel charge
Two
just pops him back up to safety. One of which was cancelled by the looks of things up in the top lane. Beats does have a blast cone to get over the wall, and so Shocked will not go chasing.
Oh, they see him. What was that noise?
I think that's like a ward or an emote or something. But what I do know is Kevy's dead. Yeah, that's is it an emote? I feel like it's an emote.
If there is an emote that annoying, I now need it. It has to be a ward or something.
It's an emote or a ward or something like that, yeah.
By the way, the kill was pretty free there for Direwolves. They had the vision. Claire now threatening mid lane. This tower is a stone's throw from actually just falling. So ㄟ can't stay, but he has stayed.
He has. He won't be staying too much longer, Rusty. I think if he's not going to go back to base, Direwolves will make sure that he does forward, but now is out in no man's land. There's the shockwave I'm looking for, but again, the Lamb's Respite is keeping everyone alive. Cupcake got pulled out of it though, and so he'll go down. The first blood drawn by Order. It's good, but it is a very small win.
Yeah, the price is still going to be high. It is going to be the bottom lane outer turret that drops, and you know the health loss from Order is still pretty significant overall.
Looks like they're going to go for Claire here. Hex flash over the wall from Beats. Should get the hook through, but a good flash from Claire. Dodges it, and it sends Kevy absolutely reeling under the tower. That has gone all wrong for Order. They just can't get any luck this game.
Yeah, Max can't dodge these chains. He's going to be in trouble here as well.
Does he have Abyssal Dive? Might just be able to get out if the Grey Health can keep him safe.
This is on vision. They do know what's being done.
I don't think Direwolves cares. I really don't think they care at this point. They want to fight. They want to force something, and Order is going to give them what they want. The Shockwave, it was a nice flash in from ㄟ, but a couple of players avoided the Shockwave in the end, and now Lamb's Respite keeping Direwolves healthy in the pit. Maximize pulls only out of it though, and does get the 1-for-1. It's about as good as Order can hope for at this point in time, and Kevy is doing a pretty good job in the backline of just keeping them busy while the rest of Order goes to town in the river. That's a kill for Puma. 1-0-1 now, starting to get rolling on that Kaiser, and Order are the ones on the chase, on their conquest for the 3-0.
Starting to look like it just ended through mid-angle here for Direwolves. If they don't, then they'll have the top lane inhibitor ready and waiting for them. So the pressure has been put on most of Order left to respond in mid. It is just going to be a 2-lane passage of play here from the Direwolves. That inhibitor is sure to fall soon, you would expect.
Well, 3 items completed for Puma. It's now or never if Order is going to make something happen in this series, and Maximize is trying desperately to provide some space for his team. Puma does a lot of damage, but Lamb's Respite comes down. Perfect timing from Only. And in the end, it will be more than enough for Direwolves to dispatch of Order today. Top inhibitor will fall, and then the attention will turn towards the Nexus towers. Puma, full HP. Kevin lurking around on the flank as well. They've found Cupcake, but hey, he's got a stopwatch. They can't do anything. And in the end, it is going to be the end of Kevin, and perhaps the end of Order as well, as the Nexus towers fall, the Nexus soon to follow. Direwolves will get the 3-0 in the first round of the playoffs in LCO.